It's Romania Black, and we are starting our Patreon commissions for the month. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is one of the few movies that I can honestly say I know 0%. Well, I know 1% about. I know next to nothing about Ruben Brandt, comma, Collector. The only thing I know about this movie, other than the title, is it came out in 2018 because it says so in the link when I pulled it up. But this was a commission from patron Sunspots. Sunspots is bringing us yet again a good film. I'm gonna guess it's Korean, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know if it's live action. I don't know if it's animated. I don't know if it's Korean. A lot of their movies the last couple months have been Korean films, so I'm just guessing that they've commissioned. But I don't know. I don't know anything about this movie. I don't know the genre. I don't know anything. I only know that it is a movie and that it's an hour and a half long. That's all I know. But I didn't even look up anything about this movie. They sent me the file. I asked, what did you want to commission this month? And they were like, this is the movie. Here's the file. And I was like, okay. So we're starting out with that one because they were the first to get to me as far as what they wanted to commission for November. As far as the commissions go, I am so excited for this month. There are some films I've heard of but haven't been able to watch, and so I'm excited about that. But there's also films like this I have no clue about, and that's kind of what the commission tier is for. Now, getting in this commission tier is like winning a lottery, apparently, because there's only 4 seats, because there's only 4 Fridays in a month, and I take 4 at a time to watch along with the other shows on my channel, and the people that commission the movie get to choose any movie that I have not seen that they want me to watch. It can be a Western film, it can be an Eastern film, it can be an African film, it can be an Antarctic film, it can be animated live action claymation, it can be a one-shot manga, it can be an audio drama. It just has to be something I can watch in one sitting, preferably 4 hours or less. Love Exposure on my channel I watched was like a 4-hour entire movie, and I had to take an intermission because that was a long time to sit on this stool for 4 hours to watch. But I have been able to see some incredible films this month and this year, thanks to the patrons over on Patreon. So those of you over on Patreon in the commission tier and all of the other tiers, thank you so much for your kindness, for your generosity, and thank you for joining me as I go on this journey looking at these films and these series. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, Sunspots. Again, I know nothing about this film. What I do know is the aspect ratio is insane. Like it's one of the films that when you pull it up on your computer, it's just a long film. Instead of like being a square, the aspect ratio makes it super long, which great for wide shots. So there will be a picture-in-picture down below where you won't get sound, but you'll at least get the picture and you can sync it up with your own visuals if you want. But for the sake of YouTube, because YouTube is like that, even though I'm going to be talking through it the entire time, they're not going to let me show you the picture, so it'll be edited with just the subtitles here. But I'm super excited. I don't know what I'm getting into tonight, but this is the first commission of the month. Sunspots was the first to get back to me. With the 4 movies that I have for this month, there's not really a big connection between them. If you've watched my November update video, you know that. So I'm just kind of going with whoever got to me first, that's what we're getting. So that's kind of how I divvied it up. But anyway, with that being said, we are going to not waste any more time. We are going to start Ruben Brandt, Collector. Ruben Brandt sounds like an English name, which makes me think this is not a Korean film, but who knows? But anyway, we're going to start and find out here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh, is this Italian? Ooh. 2 cats and playing with each other. Is this sexual? Oh! Oh, so it's animated. Or is it? It feels animated. What a very odd start. Oh! But why? Oh, I was not expecting any of this. What? What? Oh my god. Bitch. No. Oh, 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 oh. What are we doing? Hi. Deep sleep. This has a very dreamlike quality to it already, where it feels like a nightmare or a dream and nothing like it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't. Oh, it feels weird to see a word like producer and then words I don't understand. So it's tripping me out because there are letters. It's not like, yeah, like first there. If I'm watching something in Japanese or Korean, I'm like, oh, I don't know these symbols. So it doesn't distract me as much. But here I'm like, I am seeing English, but I'm also seeing words I don't know. Don't drink the tank water. God, I hope not. That look at the camera. I thought Halloween was over, mother truckers. Why are we holding a snail? What the fudge? I thought Mind Game was already over. Why? Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's the scariest thing I've seen all month! Psychotherapy, huh? Sunspots, what have you done? Exhuma was just breaking you into this. Oh. 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 Oh, we're getting English. What the fudge? Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. We don't have the subtitles on, so I'm gonna go back. Okay, we had to go back because I realized that the subtitles weren't on, so I'm stopping the timer until we get back to the beginning here. So we're gonna go back so y'all can see this. Okay, sorry about that. We will go back and I will restart the timer when we get back to the bottom here about the news thing. But I was so freaked out that I forgot we didn't have subtitles. Apologies for that. Sorry that minute of your time is wasted. Oh. That feels like a dream in itself. That was terrifying. This is like Mind Game. Mind Game influenced this. There is no doubt in my mind. And the people are like paintings in themselves. There's definitely a style they're imitating. What is on the wall there? Okay. Okay. Oh, the Wilhelm scream! We got the Wilhelm! Oh my god, the cats! What the fudge? Why is there red and green? The complementary colors, the artwork. There's too much going on in one sitting. Why is there a nun? I wish we could stay in Paris forever. Brandt makes me think of Rembrandt, so I don't know if that... Oh my god, the skateboard kid! Shit! What is happening? This is Mind Game's spiritual successor. Oh, not Bambino! Not baby Bambino! Oh, with a dragon coming out of its mouth with the crying. Oh my god! Fear of sharks! Oh my god! That guy just saved him! What? Do you love me? This is a fever dream. What is this, Pulp Fiction? Just... Is this the Matrix? Are they in the Matrix? Man, you maybe get those boobs checked out. I don't know. Ha! The dogs with the eyes on the side. What was that thing with the arrow? Were you watching The Godfather? And you kicking this guy's ass while he's watching The Godfather? Oh my god, he is watching The Godfather. What is that? We're not going to question any of that, are we? I mean, okay, I'm going to say one thing while I still have time to. The animation is so freaking fluid. It looks ethereal. It looks like a dream. Okay, and is this part of the therapist's dreams too? Are these characters real or are they part of the therapist's dreams? Oh shit! Oh my god. My leg! Just her like spinning around like a damn corkscrew. Oh my god. The snail! The snail! This is a dream. It's involved with the snail, so it has to be a dream. Yeah, this all has to be, but who's dreaming? Him or her? Or this therapist? Is the snail Ruben Brandt? Oh! Well, that was anticlimactic. Huh. Obviously. Oh. Wow. The red heel and the red nails, and then the train. We needed to slow down after 10 minutes of madness, friends. She got 3 eyes. Oh, the clinic. Okay, so Ruben Brandt is the collector. Okay, so I gave up last names long ago. Oh. What? Well, unless the employer is like all these major art galleries. Oh, the Regent Diamond, 2012. Okay. This came out in 2018, but yeah. That first 10 minutes was bonkers. Was bonkers. And that thing with the painting biting his hand was the scariest thing I've seen. It beats out everything in October. Halloween be damned. What? What? God, the animation's so fluid. For this being about art and about artifacts and stealing, it really is just gorgeous. It's a piece of art in itself. I love the animation in this. And there's the fan. We could go for the Regent Diamond, but damn, this fan's a lot more low key. Girl, ain't no way you didn't just break 12 legs. 12 bones in them legs. And then here we go. Absolument. Just, I mean, I get why. Art therapy, huh? Art therapy, huh? With the scream, Edward Munch? And the paintings. The eyes in the hat is great. I know his voice. So I'm listening to the English dub. And this English dub voice actor that's playing the mobster, I know his voice. Oh. I want heels that retract into flats. Bitch, wear mine. Oh. Okay. I really like the soundtrack too. I do like this soundtrack a lot so far. I wonder if this had a different soundtrack and it's like the Digimon movie where they just dubbed it with an English soundtrack. I don't know. I can't wait to look up information about this. I had no clue what this was. Oh, and it makes like an infinity sign. What is this? With the backdrop? Bye bye, Joe. Okay, maybe it is Little Red Riding Hood. With the two glasses. Bye bye, Joe. Membrane Bruno. I like they all have three eyes. Okay. His voice is so good. I'm sorry, but his voice, sending me. Sending me. Sending me. And the other head does that. Nice. You're a therapist, but you really wanted to apply that theater degree, right? What we don't know is in his spare time, he's a dungeon master. Also, he has two ties that are different, like dueling colors. And his shoes are different colors. So I feel like that's that duality there. Might have something to do with it. Dude, this is why you're having messed up dreams. Because you got interpretive dance going on right before bed. And maybe a seance, who knows? There's been a lot of seances in these movies last month. I don't put nothing past this. The neighbors are like, yeah, it's another art therapy session. Therapy Thursdays. Hello, Nosferatu. Nice to see you here. Cold War bar. Oh, man. I was like, I know this song. Why are we singing Creep? All the eyes and mouths, beware of the Red Scare. Oh, that's interesting. Such a surrealist style. Kowalski, right? Interesting. Huh. Oh, there he is. With your wall of weaponry. Oh. How'd you have that videotaped? As? Hockey the hamster? Oh, the hunter. Oh. She's not pretty enough. Mimi. This is a little bit stalkerish, sir. I know you're trying to catch a thief. Oh, is that your Madre? Oh my God! What? Oh wow. And she's like a mosquito, like blood sucking. Oh. Uh. Yeah. I like that she's represented by the blood sucking mosquito. You gonna put you gonna Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Untouchables. Oh, they're all knives from different movies. God! A double metaphor. We love to see it. We love to see it. That's the most normal looking thing in this movie. That freaking mallard duck. Sir, do you just wear the same two-tone shoes and two ties? Oh, he's a bodyguard. Oh. True. True. Oh. Hmm. That's probably why you're having dreams about the whistling. Oh, wow. So they're all. Uh, huh. Hmm. I like these helping these, like, criminals. God, his voice is so good. She's like, I'm going to take this paint and steal all these art supplies. A big old aquarium. Oh my God, the fish! The fish! Wow. I would actually sign up for therapy sessions with this man if he would just read me an audiobook and let me look at the fish underneath me. I'm not asking for much. I'm sure we can get to some nitty gritty things. Is that fish talking to me? Was this the book from the Care Bears movie? What are we doing? Is this the book from the Care Bears movie? No, bitch, no! Nicholas! Nicholas! Oh my God, it is! Ah! Fudge! Why? Why? Why did it be jump scares? No! What is his deal? And why was he thinking of her? What? Y'all, no jump scares. Oh my God. Oh my God. This isn't creepy or crazy at all. Okay, now that's a famous painting, right? So it's not the woman, it's just her hair and eyes seem similar, but yeah, no. Yeah, that's a very famous painting. What the fudge? What the fudge? I mean, that's a metaphor. That's a metaphor. Why? 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 Maybe he needs to paint a painting. Maybe he needs to act like Riding Hood. Oh. Oh my God, the bites. Oh! Gerhard! Wait! The Red Riding Hood. Are him and the detective brothers? Wait, no, go back. Well, I'm sure the show's going to tell us, but... Oh my... No, Ruben! Oh my God! Yikes. Just let your kid play with the damn snails. And then maybe paintings won't be trying to kill him. Where did he get the bite marks from? Oh my God. Oh my God, what? Why would he kill someone else? Why would he kill someone else? Why is that on the table? Why is that an option? Why is this the most terrifying thing I've seen all year? All of these are women attacking him as well. Do we have some kind of subconscious longing or loneliness? Yeah, no, we do. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, he didn't have the bite. Oh, well. Squidward, what happened? Oh, well, that, Oh, why? Why? Not the eyes! This is giving into all of my fears! Jump scares, eyeballs! He just needs to fall into a pit of needles and it'll be every phobia all at once. Oh, okay, they're suckers. The bite marks were suckers. Oh, wow. There's a lot of Freudian things going on in that scene with the tentacles. We're supposed to be statues. Oh. That was a nice word to use there. Oh my God. What? So are him and the detective, because his dad looked a lot like the detective, are they secret brothers? Because they said his dad was Gerard, right? But he doesn't know that. Age of Bronze. Oh, he's going to be like a statue. S'il vous plaît. Du? Alright, I'll just bugger off over here and put the bronze on. I'm gonna be as stereotypical Cockney as I can. Oh, look at me 8-pack! Look at me 8-pack! I hope you wonder at them cheeks. I hope you stare at the magnificent sized thighs before you. Ha! The glasses. Oh, these people were in the previous scene. Psh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, that's genius. The eggs. Eggs. Hello, sir. Uh. Uh. A line. Well, it would be something probably penetrating. I don't know. Wow, and the hieroglyphs. Wow, and he leaves his calling card. Oh. Yeah, Monet. Oh. I love his eyes connect to his ear. Eyes and ears. Ha 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 ha. Also, the man-shaped ice cubes are slightly creepy. Oh my god, him collecting all the glasses and the hats. Yeah, he looks just like the dad, Gerard. Is he? He seems a little stalkerish. A wee bit stalkerish. And has some mommy issues. And some daddy issues. And some overall issues. I mean, she was flirting back there at the car, but my dude. Imagine that. Wish rolls on. Oh my god, the clock. With the little cheese and olives. Just whining and dining. Oh, I wonder if he'll see her. Oh. Oh. Oh, schizophrenia. Oh. Oh. That seems like a bad surprise. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That seems like it would bring about an episode. But I would not. That's gonna send him into orbit. No, not good. Oh, the damn shoe. Oh, ooh, she has the same eyes as Mimi does. That's weird. That's creepy. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Why would you do that? I don't like that at all. Oh my god. You all can't do that to me. Who's this bloody record player? So he thinks that he's on the onset of schizophrenia? Oh, bloody record? No, I'm not here for that. Uh, at this point, I would know I'm dreaming, so I would tell myself, okay, it's a dream. I kind of feel bad for the therapist because he can tell that something's happening to him with his hallucinations and he's trying to make sense of them, but he's also dreaming, so what can you do? Meanwhile, his potential half brother is a bit creepy. All this started because he just wanted to play with snails, y'all. Let your kids play with snails. And then this doesn't have to happen. Oh my god. Oh, no. Like the metronome. The two colored shoes and the green pants are throwing me off heavily. And the two ties. The color grading, also the blue and the magenta, I feel like that has something to do with television and radio waves, but I can't articulate it right now. Oh my god. What? He doesn't have a gun. Oh my god. All the teeth. Oh my god. He doesn't have a gun. Oh my god. Oh, there's three now. Oh my god. my God. Oh. Wait, this wasn't part of the dream? This is part of the dream. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. So did he scratch his own face then and bite his own arms? Is that part of what's happening to him? Which is crazy because he has all of these resources and is helping all these other people to overcome their psychological tendencies, but then he's in like the perfect place to be able to help himself, but he can't do it, which is crazy. Just T-posing there, right? That's not metaphorical at all. I love the soundtrack of this music, of this movie. Hmm. It's like, oh, there we go. Girl is flexible. Flexible. Damn. I like the idea it came from her, yeah, radio. Don't mind me in this skin tight exercise suit. Oh. Oh. Okay, so collector is them collecting all these paintings so he can potentially not have schizophrenia because that's how that works. Uh-huh, girl. Play that. I like this Ocean's 11 team trying to help. Uh, uh. La famille gymnastique. Oh, I just happen to have a bat cave. I hope that's okay. How much are these art therapists making in Europe? Did I go into the wrong major? Or because his dad was a filmmaker, did he stumble into some generational wealth? I mean, oh, the detective has all of these props. Les bonbons. I mean, the brother, who I think is the brother. What? I want that painting. The pipe is not a pipe. Wow. With the 3 boobs. The segways! Collector strikes again. Okay. And the detective, what I was going to say is he has all the props of the hats and glasses and knives in his detective dungeon. Oh, her, yeah. Freaking zombie girl. Oh. All the cats. Oh, well. Oh my god. The lamp that is the boots is ridiculous. What? Stick to drugs and prostitution. Yeah. Oh, wow. That one scene. That one moment. What we got with this Red Riding Hood? Oh. Oh. The birds. This like ragtag group of art thieves that are all trying to like. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. And there's Medusa. Oh. I don't know about performance art. Angelo Diablo, sit! Oh my god, so he's with the girl from the circus. Oh. Ooh. I like the idea of 13 paintings as well. Oh, god, creepy. 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 Nighthawks! Yes! That's one of my favorite paintings is Nighthawks. The snail! You should have just let him play with the snails! Oh god, the kid holding a face? Why? Nope. No, Nighthawks is creepy because you don't see their faces. It's gonna turn around and be a freaking jump scare. No. No. Nope. I know. Oh my god. Why? Why? Freaking why? Freaking why? The moment you could see that man's face, it was gonna be scary. Why would you do that? Maybe we don't have to steal that painting? Ah! Why? Oh my god. That pool is ridiculous. Absolutely not. Let's go! Wow! Let's go to Chicago! Honestly, Nighthawks is a tiny little painting. It's not very big. It's a very small painting in relation to what you'd think. It's kind of like the Mona Lisa. It's not very big in real life. That job would be a no-go for me. Oh, bitch. Hmm. Oh, and you would understand how he thinks. Oh, he's like, he doesn't realize he may have some genetic connection. This man who doesn't change his clothes, just like his brother. The dog! Oh my god! Oh, bitch! Oh, bitch! Oh my gosh. And she's got the painting. Oh. Oh, bitch. Bitch. She's gonna play with him. Oh. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. They're brothers! And they're both kind of after the same lady, but at least the doctor's not creepy about it. Chicago. This is amazing. Who's she with? I mean, that girl that he's been seeing looks an awful lot like Mimi, just with an extra eye. Was that the baby that was nearly ran over earlier? Girl, that could cause a biohazard. Oh, they're gonna open it up. Wow. But in the tube. Oh my god. And it's not. Wow. She played him so good. That's Mimi. singer singing, but then she's not. Her lips aren't moving. Oh my God. The teeniest boobs. I'm not that innocent. I love this. The queen card back there. These two guys. I ship them. Ha! He knew their dad, so... Does he see something? Ooh. Oh, I was like, Britney Spears, right? You didn't pay me anything. Ah. Yes. Ooh, that's ominous. Oh ho ho ho. Mmm. So is she working for the detective agency? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the cat and mouse is so good. Oh my God. Loving. Cold War bar. This place that's caught between like the 50s and now. Nope, not a good sign. 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 Shit. Oh, hell to the no. Oh my God, the arm leading the way the whole time. Shit, come on, come on, come on. Get down! A cat with a human face is terrifying. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh wow. Enjoying art. There's somebody up in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Girl, having fun with three boobs. Oh my God, that's his dad. Oh my God, and he was CIA. Okay. Wow. Psychotechnics like his son. Ha. Ruben. Wow. Okay. Oh, bitch. So was he hiding up in? Yeah, he's hiding in the storage closet. Yes. Okay. Damn. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so Ruben being like his dad and being a oh my God, that air freshener, we should have known. Oh my God. Leave Mike's Pizza out of this. Leave Mike's Pizza out of this. Oh my God. Shit. Oh my God. All these cats are lost. Lost cats everywhere. Kerouac. That's been like a running theme about the cats. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch, you would. Oh, bitch, you would. Nope. Nope. Don't go in that house. Bitch, you're gonna get. Oh my God. And he has the Red Riding Hood too. And all the memorabilia. Oh my God. That's creepy. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of subconscious subliminal things going on in the film lab. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's the house. Okay. So that was his child. That was the man. Okay, so this is Brandt's home. Yes, 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 yes. And he made him shoot the film. I bet this was like, oh! Was he making Ruben into a sleeper agent? Oh my god, he was making him into a sleeper agent! Holy shit! These were the cartoons he was showing him. Oh my god, there's 13 of them. Oh, it's brilliant! Yes! Oh my god, he was brainwashing his own kid to be a sleeper agent. To kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia. Like Zoolander! Oh my god. Shit! 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 Oh shit! Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This lady's like the most posh woman ever. Oh, this is gonna be violent. This is gonna get violent. Oh. Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. So there went that. Oh my god. She's like, he'll call me back. Oh my god. And she only had the one half. And that's why she didn't want him knowing about his dad. Because his dad's a freaking CIA agent that was trying to... Ooh, that's chilling. Hear her breathing. Did he psychologically manipulate her to hurt herself? Girl, bitch. Okay. Half brother. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Mike didn't get experimented on, but Ruben did. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, nope. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh my god, nope. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh my god. At least I'm trying to help him get through his propaganda-induced subconscious dilemmas. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh my god. They're like, we're just gonna go around this. I like there's like the whistling or the harmonica or some kind of like musical like note that's just getting played. Oh my god. Oh hell no. Oh shit! That's why you don't use a motorcycle. That's why you don't use a motorcycle. Oh well, we just went 5 stars like it's Grand Theft Auto. Okay. SOS! Oh my god, with the pigeon. What? And then it became Mad Max. Oh my god. Convoy. Convoy. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god, with the shark teeth. Oh my god. Jesus bloody hell! As a scorpion crane! Oh my god. How? 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 What is this Mission Impossible? You bitch! Bitch, what even? Bitch, what even? She's like, you asked. Yeah. Oh. I'm just the pilot! Yeah, okay, yeah, yep, thank you. Not that that parachute's going to help you from that close to the ground. You're not going to have time to deploy it. Oh, you are freaking joking. Oh my god. Why is this? Oh, fudge! Why is this so tense? Why is this so tense? Oh my God. Holy shit. Okay. Monton son image. Okay. Hi guys. Holy shit. Meanwhile, damn. Oh, a two-headed teddy bear is creepy as hell. Yeah, that's terrifying. That's one of the scariest things I've seen all day. Don't put your hand near its real looking teeth. Don't you dare. Bitch, no. Bitch, no. Why would you go to touch it? Why would you go to swipe it? Those teddy bears are terrifying, girl. Don't do it. Look at the cute bird on your hand. Don't do it. Wow. And all the legs. I did a painting in high school that was a bunch of legs, like mannequin legs with heels, and that reminded me a lot of it. I wonder if I was influenced by a painting. Oh, wow. Is that her releasing her from her kleptomania? Oh. Oh. Is it going to be Mike, though, when... Oh, no, it is Ruben. Oh, yeah, it's the other brother. Ooh. Is that her subconsciously wanting Mike, but being with Ruben? Mm. So what's the last one? The double Elvis. And it's the two brothers! Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's double Elvis, it's the two brothers. Of course it is. Mm. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shit. Oh my God. Oh. I thought it was maybe the one girl with him, but no. But maybe she was having the dream knowing that Mike was going to be there. I don't know. Well, that's a human centipede looking drawing. Portrait of a good sailor. Oh, it's a pop art museum, yes. I mean, I would love to go to this museum. It looks amazing. These people! I love they've just gone to all the places, even though it's not feasible for them to be there. Wow. Bitch. Oh. Wow. Have a little respect for the performance artists. Oh, wow. And Ruben just throws himself right into it. Freaking love Ruben. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay. Everything's so smooth. The artwork is so fluid. Oh. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Okay, wonderful. Cheers. Get out of there now. Hurry up. Oh my god. And that's Mike, right? I thought there'd be more with Mike, but is he going to show up at the end here? The ice cube is a snail. Seeing them all in this style is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. On the train, right? The train. The train. Oh. Oh. I wanted him and his brother to meet. I want him and his brother to meet. You can't end it now. I want the brothers to meet. No. Wait. What? Were they? I mean, it did say there's a chance he was schizophrenic, but wait, what? No way. What? They couldn't be one and the same person. They couldn't be the same. The dueling suns, the bridge that's reflected in the water. That bitch snail. What? What? Okay, there was an English dub cast because that not what? How are the but the brothers what? How is Mike not a separate person? They were so different, but what was it a split personality? But they look so different. And the picture with the mom said there was two sons. What? What? I'm gonna have to look some stuff up because I'm like, there's no way they're the same person. No way. I love, yeah, all about that bass and Do You Love Me and Oops, I Did It Again. Yeah, all that. That was great. The soundtrack of this movie was amazing. The soundtrack was so good. Yeah. I loved the soundtrack in this. What? Yeah, all of the references. Yes. Picasso, lots of Picasso references. Yeah, look at all these. Look at all these. God, that Nighthawks was the most scary thing of this whole movie. I'm never gonna look at Nighthawks the same way again. New York Office by Edward Hopper. Yeah. Insane. Yeah, and then all the film references. Wow. Bitch, they're not gonna give us anything more, are they? They're not gonna give us anything more, are they? That's all we get? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. That was a harrowing experience. What a crazy movie! What a crazy movie. Well, it was not Korean. I was very mistaken on that front, and it was in English, which was a treat because I rarely get to watch, I don't think I've watched a movie in English in quite some time, to be very honest with you. So that was fun. That was crazy. That was okay. 90% of that movie I absolutely adored. And then we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. I was like, damn, you were so close, movie, to being, this movie needed to be 30 minutes longer. It needed to be 30 minutes longer. It just needed, maybe even 20 minutes. It needed 20 more minutes. And I think it would have been perfection. I was like, oh, so close. But God, I love this movie. This movie's great. You could go into like hours of discussion just based on each art piece alone with the 13 art pieces. You could do all sorts of things. For a hot second, back when I was like, I grew up, I've loved art. I love drawing. I like acrylic painting. Oil painting is like the bane of my existence. It's so tedious and takes so much time. And I'm very much like, I need instant gratification. And oil painting is the least likely to give you that. But I love art. And I've always grown up loving it and finding it so inspirational. I love going to art galleries. I love going to museums. I love seeing artwork. I'm like one of the few people in my friend circle that really appreciates a good art museum. All my other friends get really bored. I feel so sad. I'm like, let's go look at an art. Anytime I'm in a major city, I'm like, let's go look at the art museum. And they're like, yeah, let's spend an hour there. And I was like, we could spend all day here. And I love it. And I was an art minor. I was an art major for like a hot second. And then I had to make a choice of doing art or English. I chose English. But art is like a passion. And this was fun. This had a very Inception feel to it. Had a very Inception vibe to it. And I feel like 2012, did Inception come around? When did Inception come out? Because they did the whole thing with the one diamond coming out. Inception was 2010. So there's not really a connection there. But so this is a Hungarian film. I have never watched a Hungarian film to my knowledge, but a crime thriller by Milorad Kristic is the director. He is Slovenian born, and it won, he has previously won Silver Bear for Best Short Film at the Berlin International Film Festival in 1995. The story is about a psychotherapist who enlists creative thieves to steal paintings that are haunting his dreams. I freaking loved Ruben. Loved Ruben Brandt. Loved Ruben Brandt. I thought the moment, because I was trying to be like, okay, why do these 13 artists, why do these 13 paintings all add up. What's the significance? I mean, they're all iconic paintings, but what is the point? Why are they all connected to Ruben? Ruben, being a psychotherapist, is using art to help people kind of treat their trauma and kind of manage their trauma. And so I'm like, well, what is the point? Why have this? What does it do? And then the moment that the moment that Kowalski goes into the house and sees the film reel, because at the very beginning of the movie, we had Ruben talk about how his dad wouldn't let him go out and play with the damn snails. His dad clearly had read Uzumaki and knew how dangerous they were, and he wouldn't let his son near the snails. And so Ruben, instead of getting near the snails, was potentially being, I don't know, brainwashed into being a sleeper cell agent. You tell me. So I was like, oh my gosh, because we talk about schizophrenia, right? Schizophrenia was being brought up. I'm going to bring this into it with schizophrenia. And we're going to bring Mayo Clinic. We're going to bring an actual source. We're going to go beyond the wiki and get into schizophrenia, a serious mental health condition. Affects how people think, feel, and behave. We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about it a little bit. So we have this story of Ruben, who is a psychotherapist himself, the son of a psychotherapist, who is also a CIA agent, who may have been training his son to be a sleeper cell agent, even though the mom on the phone said that the dad, Gerhard, wanted his son to be an artist. I'm like, I don't know if you were trying to use hypnosis to make your son an artist, but I don't think that works. So I think that's more for like quitting smoking and losing weight, not getting natural talent for art. And I don't think that really matches up, because Ruben didn't want to be an artist himself. He just found himself, having these nightmares related to the art. So clearly, if that was an experiment being done by the dad, it was not succeeding. It was just causing a lot of psychological trauma. We'll talk about the schizophrenia side of it here in a hot second. But yeah, freaking loved Ruben's character, the blue tie and the pink tie, the duality. So let's just, I don't want to get into the part about the ending yet, because that's going to open up a whole can of worms. But the duality of the ties, I'm like, if he is one and the same person, if he is Kowalski as well, where the tie is representing the dual personality that he had, and that's why he had like the pink shoe and the blue shoe. When Mimi had the dream on the boat, which kind of ties to Kowalski hanging out with the one woman. We're going to get into the ending here. Hanging out with the one woman and all of that. And she was like on the boat too. There was some overlap in like the lavish lifestyles that they were living. But when she was on the boat, she was trying to tell Ruben Brandt that she was free. She'd gotten free of her kleptomania. She went after the creepiest bear dolls in existence. She got to where she was going to take it, and she chose not to. And the bird, which was in the painting that she did earlier in the movie, was a symbol of her being free of that kleptomania. And she went to tell him about it in the dream, and then when he turned around, he was Mike. So that point makes you wonder, like, did she realize they were the same person? Did she realize it in that part because we didn't see any follow-up to it? Or it was right before they went and stole the painting? Or it was right after they stole the painting? Did she realize that? Or was it that she realized that she thought she liked Ruben, but then she liked Mike? But if they're the same person, why does it matter? We're going to talk about that point, because that's where the film, like, it was on this trajectory that I was like, this is one of the best films I've seen in a long time. And then it fell off right at the end. And I was like, damn it, movie. Why couldn't you stick the landing? You're so good. But I want to talk about the things I really like about the movie. The things I really like about the movie, first of all, just the creativity, y'all. I know this movie is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I do feel in some sense, and I know this is a Hungarian film, they do go to Japan, to the pop art museum at the end, but I know it's a Hungarian film, not a Japanese film or anything like that. However, there is a part of me that believes that Mind Game walked so this film could run, because there are some equally creative, like, art-based just insanity going on the screen. The style of the characters playing off this idea of duality, so playing off the eyes of multiple eyes, multiple noses, being two-faced, that in itself plays off this idea of duality between the characters. So if Mike and Ruben are the same person, it's playing off having two faces. A lot of characters are like called one-dimensional or three-dimensional. it very much like leans into the art style. This could all be a dream. This entire movie could have been a dream that Ruben had, and Ruben could have been making the entire persona of Mike up. And the reason I say that is because in the very beginning, when Ruben is on the train and he's reading this book called Deep Sleep, which has like a mannequin that has a target on it and it's been shot in the face, and there's a guy behind it that has like the fedora and he looks like it looks like he's a detective. The author of the book is Mike Dimitrov. And I tried to look this book up online. It doesn't exist. I could not find it. So I'm like, it's a made up book about a detective with 2 bullet holes, so dual personalities. So he's imagining his persona of Mike. Now, we're going to talk about how that gets really complicated and throws the movie completely off kilter, but we're not there yet. We're not going to get into that. But I just thought that was insane in the membrane, right? I absolutely love that. So yeah, the story follows this very traumatized psychotherapist who has this approach that he's curing and rehabilitating patients through the power of art therapy. Apparently art therapists make a lot of money. But and so he starts to have all of these hallucinations and dreams that involve portraits by Velázquez, Picasso, Warhol, Edward Hopper. Nighthawks is one of my favorite paintings of all time. It is in the Chicago Museum of Art, which is probably the closest major art museum to me. I have seen Edward Hopper's Nighthawks. I was so obsessed with that painting when I was a kid, because if you look at Nighthawks, just an art tangent. If you look at Nighthawks, it seems so simple. They're in a diner, but then you start to notice things about the diner. There are no exits. The only door in the entire painting is to go back to the kitchen. There are no entrances or exits to the restaurant. The characters are all sitting at the bar like they're on display, like they're a zoo exhibit. They don't have faces. They aren't talking to one another. It's all isolated and very solitary, and it feels confined and trapped. And I love art because you're like, what does it mean? Is it like a commentary on the isolation as well as the lack of communication and feeling of, despair at that time period? You can go into all sorts of things about it, but I love that painting so much. That was the scariest scene of the whole damn movie. Look, Sunspots! I know that I said during Exhuma, I was like, oh, Exhuma? That's the movie they commissioned last month. That movie, creepy, super spooky vibes, jump scares. No, it's just some creepy religious symbolism. It's fine. It's like The Exorcist. Like, if you can handle that, it's great. Jump scares and people getting their eyes poked out are like the scariest things to me. And this movie had so many jump scares. I was like, y'all are just putting me through exposure therapy. This movie was a therapeutic experiment for Romania to see if she could deal with jump scares. Y'all are using exposure therapy to try and get this to work on me. And I'm like, okay, sure. That all works out. Crazy talk. But yeah, I loved the idea about this movie. I thought that this movie was really, really good. I absolutely loved the concept of, I liked the snail's from the very beginning, like on the train tracks as it was moving, and then the kid in the bathroom like holding the snail, and then he sees the boy in the painting holding the snail. That damn girl zombie biting his hand? Hell no. So yeah, Ruben Brandt, gold medal for exceptional achievements in art therapy from the Umbra Psychotherapy Association. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, he's having all these, but there's also some other things that's next to it. It's like the Psychotherapy Congress, and then some other awards as well to Dr. Ruben Brandt. Mm-hmm. And he's like, my nightmares are getting stronger and stronger, and the characters in the paintings are attacking me. Duvnik's whistling boy. I haven't had a good night's sleep in 3 weeks from now. Interesting. So I did not have the subtitles on. That is my own fault. Sunspots sent me with the subtitles, and I had done a test. I should have done a test is what I mean. I should have done a test to see if they were working, but I was so excited to be going in completely blind. I was like, it'll be fine. And then I didn't have the subtitles set. So I'm sorry that there was a little confusion at the beginning. That was on me. But yeah, so from the beginning, we had Mimi stealing the fan from the art museum, which the polyart clinic, it is like the infinity sign. It's the dual infinity. So is that a sign of Mike and him being one and the same? The thing is, she runs into him first, Mike, and they have this car chase, which was batshit insane. And it's like, but okay, we might as well get into talking about it because I'm going to be talking about the rest of the movie. My issue with if this is all a dream, if everything is a dream, then it is what it is. But my thing is, Mike's character, Kowalski's character, had an entire storyline. Like, he had these car chases with Mimi. Was that supposed to be Ruben the entire time? He had the phone call with his mom, which Ruben does not interact with. It's not his mom technically in the story, so he doesn't interact with her. He just interacts with the concept of his father since his father has passed. But Kowalski had like a whole other place he stayed in, which had all of the relics. Although I would argue that the place with all the relics, you could argue that was the dad's house. And that was just a layer and an aspect of the dad's place that had all the collections of the movie props. You could argue that that was part of the dad's house, and that Mike, every time Ruben went over there, he was his brother, his other persona. Did something happen to the brother? Did the brother die? I don't know. You had the concept of the Elvis twin was the last picture to be stolen. We'll talk about that. But it just, Mike had his own set of things going on that were separate from the group. So if Mike and Ruben have been the same person the entire time, it feels kind of weird that it doesn't, like, it's not that they've not been in the same place at the same time, but Mike's been doing things that I don't think Ruben would be able to do. So that part was just kind of weird to me, but we'll get further into it. But yeah, God, I liked Mimi's character a lot. The animation's gorgeous. The animation is gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. It was so fluid. It was so seamless. It was giving me not only Mind Game vibes at some point, because it chose a lot of like Picasso as influence for the character faces and things like that, but also it was reminding me of like Prince of Egypt, giving me a little vibe with that, with the CGI usage. This is a fairly recent film. I mean, 2018 was 7 years ago, which makes me want to vomit because it doesn't seem like it should be that long ago, but it's still really good animation. Like, it holds up. This will hold up as time goes on because it's just so fluid and beautiful. You can tell there was time taken to do it. The artwork and the tie-in, the creativity, the symbolism. You could take, it's one of those movies like Mind Game and like some others we watched on the channel this year. You could take a screenshot of every single second and you could get something out of it of value. That, to me, is like, that's on my measure and standard of amazing animation, is when you can just pause a frame and it works so well. Now, towards the beginning, whenever Mike confronts Mimi, she says beauty shouldn't be locked away, and he says some beauty should, which would kind of tie to the artwork at the end getting tied up and Mike agreeing with it. So I don't know. I liked the imagery. You had the Little Red Riding Hood, and then you had her with the shoes dangling over the hot air balloon, which was interesting. But yeah, I loved it. I loved all of it. And she was going for the Regent Diamond, but then she ended up taking the fan instead. Then I like the mobster with his creepy, like, superhero high heel fan. Vincenzo, yeah. Just, I liked that we had the Little Red Riding Hood. I read a few reviews before starting this discussion because I wanted to find a few reviews. Some of them were complaining that the characters were, like, flat. And I was like, did we watch the same movie? I thought that one with the Cockney action, Bye Bye Joe, he just had the most outrageous Cockney accent, and I just loved it. I loved Bye Bye Joe. I feel like the one Fornato? Yeah, so it was Bruno. Bruno had some moments because he was the flat guy, and then we had at the very end Fernando had the least to do. Fernando was like, seemed like the most well-adjusted. He just had the 3 eyes on everything that he did as his calling card. I would have appreciated a little bit more Fernando. I could have seen that. That would have been nice. But I thought Bruno had some good moments. There was a really fun conversation with Bruno and Bye Bye Joe in the one museum. But that scene where they're interacting and setting the whole thing up with the fire and Little Red Riding Hood, that was pretty intense. That was really good. And you could just see, I'm like, what ended up happening was Gerard, he should have had like Ruben go up into music, because Ruben was being a damn conductor there, not an artist. Like, don't be a painter, be a conductor, because it seems like that was more your forte. Then I really liked Cooper. And this was the other thing too. There was the subplot with Cooper and then the guy with the eye in the ear that his death with the knife and the fork. Oh my God. That was, but they had that whole plot line with Mike, with Kowalski. Now, granted, both of them die, so they can't really talk about it. And Cooper kind of calls Mike, but if Rembrandt, I keep wanting to call him Rembrandt instead of Ruben Brandt because I'm thinking of the painter. If Ruben did have an alter ego and was Mike, then he killed both of them. And they did at one point say that you're either going to end up killing yourself or someone else. So if he was Mike, if Mike was his alternate personality and he did kill those two, it would kind of tie in. And we never did see Mike throughout. The only thing is I thought we saw Mike at the end in the art studio. And so I kept thinking at the very end of the movie, I was like, he's going to follow. And I wanted the movie to end with him meeting Ruben and them talking it out and like having this conversation. And that did not, I mean, I don't know what kind of resolution that would have been, but I wasn't expecting him just to completely disappear. So yeah, so then we have this film. And we have Mike, when we first meet him, he's looking up Mimi to find out more about her. Yeah, it feels like he's in the basement of his dad. Yeah, it feels like Mike's in the basement of the dad's home. So it could be that him and Ruben are the same person. But how? Also, what happened to Hockey the hamster? What happened to them? So yeah, so we have the night train to L.A., like that whole thing. There are times when art is more dangerous than life. Love it. Love it. Freaking love it. And all of the handcuffs and the things that he has as Mike could come from the collection that his dad kept, which is interesting. And the mom says he wears the same thing. I did like the metaphor of the mom being the bloodsucker, the mosquito, and then him crushing it and talking about like it drawing blood first, and that's why he had to attack it. Interesting. But yeah, also, if you look at Mike and Ruben, they both have the same face. Just one has blue eyes and blondish hair, and the other one has dark eyes and dark hair. And the glasses. But their hair even goes to the same side. Oh my God. But how does that work with the picture at the end? If the picture at the end hadn't had the both of them, I don't know. I would have believed it then. Also, Ruben has the scratch marks on his face and the sucker marks, and Mike does not. So how does that work? There were some sexual parts of this movie, again, giving me mind game vibes, like the Venus portrait, like kind of like flirting with him with the hair, and then behind him is literally a snake going up a man's trousers, like in the background, and like a demon with a scythe on top of a dragon bat, and then the tentacle going into his mouth. I was like, I'm not here for tentacle porn. Some of y'all may be. Not this girl. No. Not today, Satan. Not today. But yeah. So I'm so curious. My thing was, okay, we get past the statue. I like the reoccurring couple that just shows up at all the art museums. That part was fun. The Olympia painting, that woman's boobs, the perky titties. And then we had all of the ice cubes that Mike have are like shaped like his dad. That's not creepy at all. So it almost felt like Mike was the sleeper agent that his dad. Okay, so Marina was the other, the three-breasticled woman. Marina. So I'm like, she kind of looks like Mimi, only with 3 instead of 2 of her eyes and boobs. So interesting. Because Mimi and Marina both kind of worked at the same place. I'm so curious because then, yeah, but then Ruben and Mike both drank the same. They both drank the same whiskey. One just had the man as the ice cube, and one, oh my God. Okay. So, okay. So the dad in the movie scene. This is actually being more feasible than I thought. Him having a double life and a split personality. This is more feasible than it seemed. Okay. Now it's all adding up more. Because, okay, I mean, Clark Kent could pull off just wearing glasses, having a disguise. Mike, with the whiskey, has the ice cube that's shaped like a man. And Ruben has the ice cube shaped like a snail. The snail is what Ruben wants. Ruben wants to be free of his father's influence. He wants to be able to create art and just be peaceful without all of this extra stuff associated with him. But he knows about his dad. Mike is a persona that has suppressed the knowledge of the dad because Mike is the persona that the dad wanted to be what Ruben becomes. I know he probably fed the mom the line about the front of, oh, I want my son to become an artist, so I'm using this hypnotherapy, psycho-techno stuff to do that. But if you think about it, Mike is the man. He has the manly shirt. He's the detective. His ice cube literally has a man in it. He doesn't get emotional. Ruben is very much in touch with his emotional side and is getting very vulnerable. Mike is never really vulnerable. Now, I didn't like Mike's creepy kind of stalkeriness towards Mimi, but that's maybe a commentary about like a kind of stereotypical toxic masculine man that's like, oh, I'm going to follow her and get her. Whereas Ruben really didn't make any of those advances. He was just treating her like a patient. So there's two sides there, right? But they both drank the same whiskey. And at the very end, when Ruben looks over, there's the two glasses, and the one glass that's Mike falls off and collapses. We'll go back to that scene. But yeah, just like you. So he's there watching the tape. But if you notice, but he does see himself. He sees himself in front of the portrait. So having the episode, and it's showing him, okay, so when he's looking in front of the portrait, he sees that and he's pulling it off, and he scratched himself. Ruben scratched himself. Okay. Oh no, he's bleeding. Yeah, he scratched his own face and bit his own arms. And Mike was watching the video, which if it's Ruben, he's watching a video of himself. And what do we cut to immediately after that scene is over? He's like, is this performance art? Okay. And he goes back to look at it again and sees it. Okay. And then that's when we cut to the scene where Ruben's saying, I fear that my auditory, visual, and tactile hallucinations may be the early signs of acute schizophrenia. And then he deletes it as the others show up. There's one scene that makes all of this not work, but we're not there yet. But with schizophrenia, it's a mixed, may result in a mixed, I'm looking at Mayo Clinic when I go for this information, so it's a relatively credible source. They are a mixture of hallucinations, delusions, and disorganized thinking or behavior. Hallucinations involve seeing things or hearing voices that are not observed by others, which would touch to the paintings. Delusions involve firm beliefs about things that are not true. People with schizophrenia can seem to lose touch with reality, making daily living very hard. Yeah, so because many people with schizophrenia don't know they have a mental health condition and may not believe they need treatment, many research studies have examined the results of untreated psychosis. People who have psychosis that is not treated often have more severe symptoms, more stays in hospitals, poor thinking and processing skills, and even death. On the other hand, early treatment, blah, 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 blah. Symptoms, delusions, they believe things that aren't real or truth. For example, people with schizophrenia could think they are being harmed or harassed when they aren't. They think that they are a target of certain gestures or comments when they're not. They may think they're very famous or have great ability when that's not the case. Or they could feel that a major disaster is about to occur when that's not true. They may have delusions. Well, if that's the case with the whole Mike thing, that would be true though. But it seems like Mimi, I mean, they look different in the movie, except for the glasses, especially they look different. So Mimi seemed to believe that they were two different people until the very end when she was like, were they? So, disorganized speech and thinking, extreme disorganized or unusual motor behavior, childlike silliness to be agitated for no reason. It's hard to do tasks. People with schizophrenia may not be able to function in a way they could before their illness started. They may not bathe, make eye contact, or show emotions. They may lose interest in daily activities. Okay. And that's it there. So, I mean, the causes, it isn't known what causes it. They believe it's a mixture of genetics, brain chemistry, and environment. Well, the environment he grew up in would probably, aid in that. So, interesting. It says complications. Misuse of alcohol and other drugs, so you probably shouldn't keep drinking, but that's what they do throughout all of this movie. So I was like, uh-oh. Now, I do like the ragtag group of these art thieves, these criminals and tech people who are like, have committed petty crimes, and they're like, hey, you helped us get back on our feet, Ruben, so we're going to help you get back on yours. That camaraderie and friendship, who am I to distrust? Who am I not to like? Those are all really good. I love all that for them. And then he's like, he looked at the painting. In order to conquer your fear, you have to possess it. Now, he immediately goes next to, like, another scene that just everything, the way that this movie transforms from dream to reality is just crazy. And it gets harder and harder as the movie goes to kind of distinguish the two. The whole thing with the gunfight and Ruben tying back to his childhood, the moment we had that, like, film projector do that, insane. Oh, what were all the stamps? All the stamps, like, have his name on it, don't they? Yeah. So it says they're taking it to Joseph Roland, Arles, France. Yep, and then all the stamps that are on him have his face on them. Interesting. Okay. There's a lot of flying in this movie, and then he sees Mimi on the yoga mat and everything. I don't know, maybe she's an illusion. Who knows? The one guy, Bye Bye Joe, has the La Femme Gymnastique, like, on the shirt with the log. Insane. So then, I'm trying to think, there was all the cats that were in this, and there was a phrase at the beginning that was said about the phrase at the beginning was, in my dream, I was two cats and I was playing with each other. So mainly tying to the fact that he's possibly, we should have known from the beginning that he was one and the same. Yeah. Because Kowalski's in the glass. And we see at the very end, I didn't realize this until I went back. Yeah, the train at the end is just a single car without a locomotive. So it's like, was this all a dream? Is this all in his head? I do like the idea that they all became known as the Collector. Was he imagining himself in different views? Is it all a dream? I'm on the Reddit now. Someone says that he's got schizophrenia and it's all a dream. Yep. So everybody, like, everything is, the man is trying to find his sanity. Okay. I mean, that could be. If it's all a dream, then that makes the ending better to me. My only thing is, I wish that this movie was even 10 minutes longer. Because I feel like I don't know if Mike and Ruben were meant to be in his mind, like, just two versions of himself, like the version of himself that his father wanted and the version that he ended up becoming. I just needed 10 more minutes of this movie at least to establish that it was. I don't mind an ambiguous ending, and I don't mind an ending where it turns out it was all a dream if it has, like, because it did tie back to the snail at the end, so I guess it did do that, and it did tie back to the train car at the end. I guess it did. I guess all this, you know what? I guess it was. I just wanted there to be a meeting between Ruben and Mike. And then if nothing came of it, and at the end we find out it was all a dream, that's all I needed. I needed those two to meet, because the whole movie, you think they're going to meet. And then if it turns out that they're one and the same, I just needed that. I guess that's what the glasses were with the liquor, but I'm greedy, and I wanted it to be more. Yep. So somebody put here, in simpler words, the whole film happens inside a dream where all the characters are the imagination of Ruben. So all the characters in this post are said to be it. A detective named Mike Kowalski has been chasing Mimi from the beginning and looks like the spitting image of Ruben himself. Through his investigation, we come across a detail that Ruben's father wanted him to become a great artist, and that is why he trapped his childhood in a room and made him watch a famous paintings of the world. The child, well, I got more, since the dad was a CIA agent, I got more that it was like making him a sleeper agent because there was subliminal messaging in the pictures and everything, but that's my interpretation. A childhood trauma that leads to mental insanity and symptoms of schizophrenia. As a kid, Ruben wanted to go play with the snails. Yep. Kowalski is Ruben's subconscious, where he's playing both the protagonist and the antagonist. Throughout the film, Ruben wears 2 ties, the 2 different colors of the shoes, which is the split personality. That makes sense, right? So, yeah. And they finally merge with his own reflection. I mean, yes, I liked that. I just needed the 2 of them to meet. I needed the 2 visions to meet, right? But throughout the movie, there was all these cats. And if you look throughout the movie, there's all these moments where there are things in duality, which is really fun. I like that a lot. I like that there's, like, for example, the mob boss throughout, when we get the scenes of him, there's the lamp with 2 legs. It's not like the Christmas Story lamp where it's the Tiffany lamp that has like the 1 leg in the stockings. No, it's 2 lamps. And then when you look at the different posters on the back wall behind Vincino, there's like versus Johnson's versus Craven. There's like people like this versus this, which is talking about that duality as well, right? And then like the cards. There's even the Jack card has the Red Riding Hood and the wolf. Also, if you think about it, there's 2 birds. There's 2 birds in Mimi's painting showing the duality, the 2 sides, the 2 like sides of Ruben that are together. So but he envisions it through Mimi. And then whenever you go into like the house that's Mike's house, there's the Red Riding Hood as well. Like, and part of Red Riding Hood is there's like the wolf that's like dressed up as the granny, so pretending to be something that they're not. That's all in there too. That's all in there too. Yes. So, and the fact that Mike in the film gave up, like Mike was actively trying to, and the 2 Dalmatians, the double Dalmatians, all of that. And so the fact that Mike's character was so easily trying to convince everybody that, hey, maybe they're doing this for a certain reason. A part of me wanted, before I realized they were the same person, wanted to see them meet and wanted to have resolution. But if it was all a dream, some people would say that's a cop-out. Some people would say that it was all a dream is a cop-out. Here, I think it kind of works because Ruben had the book at the very beginning, and the whole book was called Deep Sleep, so we should have been new the moment that we started the movie and had that damn snail on that train track that I thought was going to get run over, and it gave me anxiety. But yeah, it all makes sense now. It just, in the moment, I needed it to be a little bit longer. Because what I was going to say is that when they're in the airport, I was like, oh, wow, we're going to talk about the water bottle here in a second. When they were in the airport, Mimi saw Mike and told Ruben, like, hey, don't come to Rome with us. He's going to be back there and distracting. But if it was all a dream, it doesn't matter, right? The logic gets thrown out. I'm looking at him on the inflatable chair now when he's having the dream of having, on the train, we're having the gun to his throat. The water bottle is called Double Heart. Spring water. Double heart, bitch. There's so much in each panel. Each panel is just crazy. It's wild. But yeah, and then he's in the airport when he's in the airport and Ruben and him look in the glass at each other, they have the same face. Their hair just goes in opposite directions. And at that point I was like, oh, they're brothers. No, they're the same damn person. My only thing is, if they're brothers, why make them look like different people in the child photo? Why make those different? Why do that? What's the point of that? Why do that? Why not have them be twins or something? I guess that doesn't work. But it's his dream too, so, what can we do? And then the two containers that they put the paintings in, the one girl's backpack that says the ISU World Figure Skating Championship 2012. They must have started this movie in 2012 because there's a lot of 2012 references. But their duality, their two characters on that backpack that are skating that are intertwined. One's black and one's white. Yep. It's great. And then time stops, which doesn't make sense. I mean, yeah. The woman has the tube. I mean, if you're telling me this was a machination of Ruben in his mind, it all makes sense. And then he says, Mimi, 2-0. The number 2. Yes. The whole thing with Cooper and the one guy, I guess that was the one thing, but it's part of the novel. It's part of the story. But I wanted to get to the place. Also, that one guy was so creepy. I don't know what was up with Marina. Marina was like bathing in some Egyptian looking spa with her Dalmatians and then gives, I guess she's supposed to be like the embodiment of the femme fatale that helps him. But what were all the books that were there other than, also the book at the end that's like enjoying arts. That book was white with black text. And the one that Ruben gets on the train is black with white text. All of the things. But yeah, there's like American Spy, A Perfect Spy, Yesterday's Spy. Was it say, you only live twice? You know. But yeah, so then he gets back to where the dad's house is, sees the stuff with the art, and we have the GB Gerard Brandt, the fifth. Once we got to the reels and the 13 art paintings and the 13 reels of film got tied together, I was like, this is an amazing movie. I love every second of this. I love a crime thriller. I'm like, yes, please. I was like feeding me all of the things. And that's when he has the revelation after he gets done killing that one guy, because holy cow. And then he pulls back the curtain and what is it? Dun, dun, dun. 2 boys. Yeah. Granted, they look a little bit different, so you make with what you will about that. I did love the mother's acting when she was like, that's your father. I had to leave your father to save your dreams. They did look different there, so I don't know if they were, as a baby, if he just looked more like that or what the deal was. I don't know. The whole bit of black thing with the one artist, I kept thinking like, oh, is this Ruben like going to become a sleeper cell agent with him trying to like encourage him into the darkness? I guess I just wanted more with that. I really, not that I don't mind the idea of the dream, but I liked the concept of Ruben. It felt like there was a lot of, which again, if this is a dream, you all have had dreams before where a plot line in the dream starts. You realize it's a dream and you stop the dream, or you change the dream to go a different route so that it is not as scary. Also, the idea of dying in your dream, that's terrifying. No. But my big critique of the movie, if I'm going to critique it and give like something I would have changed, is that there are lots of started ideas in the movie, like the idea of Ruben possibly being this sleeper cell agent and going towards this blackness and darkness within him. There's the idea of Mike finding out about his dad, but he knows now that Ruben's his brother. And even though it's in a dream, and in a dream anything can happen, what I wanted was the movie, when it started a concept, to finish the concept. Because there were a lot of unfinished threads throughout this movie, like the whole blackness in Ruben and the schizophrenia route. I mean, I get that you want to have the open end at the ending where you're like, was he schizophrenic? Was it all in his head? I get that, but it's mentioned one time and never brought up again. And I guess that's the point, but I personally would have liked something. You didn't have to bring up the schizophrenia again because you set that up enough. But the idea of like Ruben's darkness inside of him that gets brought out in these dreams, there could have been more with that. The idea of the film and how it was like influencing him could have been brought out more. Mimi and her connection with both of them, that could have been brought out more. That needed some resolution. She just figures out they're the same person and that ends. We never see anything more with her. And then my biggest thing was I at least wanted Ruben and Mike to be in the same room. I know he's in the reflection at the end, but I needed them standing in the same room And then you could have had the moment with the jars of whiskey falling onto the ground and merging together. You could have done something symbolic with that, but I just needed them in the same room because you built up this character. And even though Mike is Ruben, you built him up and then it felt like, oh, they're just the same person. Damn it. The helicopter scene was amazing. Loved that whole scene of them getting out of there. And my other thing, because at the very end on the boat, she gets to Ruben and says she's free, and he turns around and he's Mike. And then she wakes up on the boat and realizes they're the same person. But then after that, they decide to go do the art heist. I guess that was my thing. If you were going to have them be revealed to be the same person, and then you have 2 flute players for Mozart. There you go. That's interesting. And there's all these people in couples together. Go figure. Screw yourself, show. You knew exactly what you were doing. My other thing was, one, having her have that realization about them being one and the same, or having the nightmare about it, and then they go steal the artwork. I get why they did it. It was just a weird place for that. And then the other thing was, I thought there was still, don't get me wrong, a lot of fighting and a big old action sequence at the very end of the film for the climax. And I love the aspect of them stealing the portrait being played off as performance art and the people buying into it. Hilarious. Love that. Amazing. Living for it. But for it being, you had this ramp up of all these forces going to stop them, and then it's just this little fight in comparison to what it was built up to be in the art gallery, and then they just get away. I feel like you started something, but it didn't quite finish off the way that it could have. But these are minor, tiny complaints. This movie was great. I loved the fight scene. I thought it was good overall. And the Nighthawks, that damn Nighthawk scene, I'm never going to be over it. But yeah, and then when he gets back to the art studio, he's like, he sees all the portraits are there. He has all 13 gathered, right? He has all 13 gathered that are on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The pipe is not a pipe is one of my favorite paintings too. I love that. But then he sees the 2 whiskeys, one with the snail and one with the man. And of course, right next to the twin Elvises. And it almost feels like he's waking up from the dream. It seems like he's waking up from the dream. This is like Inception, though. It's a dream within a dream. He's waking up from the dream. And then you see the handcuffs, which are, again, a connection to the persona of Mike. And when he wakes up, he he doesn't have the deep sleep book anymore that he's reading. He has the art book instead. And he looks down. And yep, there's the enjoying art book, but it's black instead of white. Same picture of Venus on the front. And then it shows all of them being like, oh, to the shrink that helped us the best, To the best shrink who treats artistic souls. And inside the Enjoying Art book by John Kilmort and Jack Gladwell is that damn double bear press, which is the creepiest bear alive. So that's a symbol that it's a dream as well. That it's the double bears. Okay. And then he sees the bird flying. We find out that he's just he's a single car on the train. There is no locomotive on this endless bridge. It's a dream within a dream. And there's a damn snail in the road. It's all a dream, bitch! Oh, man. Okay. It's all a dream. I'm sad that this isn't based off of something else. Because if this were a comic series, I would read it in a heartbeat. If this were a book series, I would have read it in a heartbeat. It's just so creative and so good. If you're someone that hates the idea of the dream within a dream plotline, you probably won't like this. And you probably will be mad at the ending. And I think that's fair. And that's valid. It's not a 10 out of 10 movie for me because I feel like there were just, I would give this like a solid 9 out of 10. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Up until the very end when I was like, oh, it's all in his head. Oh, okay. I would name other movies that are similar to it, but I don't want to spoil that for you all. But I was like, oh, okay. I think my only negative critique about the film is that there are certain plot elements that the movie starts to explore and starts to flesh out. And because it's only an hour and 30 minutes, you just don't have time to flesh it out. And that's really disappointing because you're like, you want to see more of these characters and get more out of them, and you want to get more resolution. Like, we didn't really get any resolution except for that portrait of all of them at the end. Like, thanks for helping us. But that was like the resolution. Like, I felt like there could have been more there. But again, it's a dream within a dream. I wonder why he had the Mike persona doing like the half-brother thing, I guess. Because even the half-brother thing didn't make any sense with the CIA information that was told to him by Marina earlier on in the movie. It didn't add up. And I was like, something about this isn't right. But it's a dream, so parts of it isn't going to align perfectly. What can we do, right? What can we do? So, Sunspots. I'm kind of all about this movie. For walking in knowing zero. For walking in knowing that it was made in 2018 and that was it. Not knowing where this was from. Not knowing it was animated. Not knowing it was Hungarian. Not knowing what to expect. This was such a treat. It scared the piss out of me at parts. But it was just, there was a moment where I knew the one guy with the eye ear was going to I knew that he was going to get kicked back into that knife thing. It was going to go through his head. And I was like, oh, I don't want to see that. And so I was such a butterball in this. But I love the creativity. I love the creativity. I love the uniqueness of this. I've never seen a film like this. I love I'm a sucker for a crime thriller. You give me a crime thriller and you might as well just be handing me $1 million and saying, watch it. And I'm like, yes, please. So I love that. But this was such a treat. What a great way to start the month, right? What a great way to start the month. I do think so myself. I had so much fun with this. I'm so excited to hear your thoughts down below about, did you interpret things differently in parts? What do you think about the It's All a Dream ending? What do you think about Ruben and Mike being the same person? When you think about it and you go back through, you're like, okay, that's kind of genius. And it all, as I was going back through this movie with you all, I was rewatching parts as I was talking to you and seeing it. And I'm like, oh, it was right there in front of us. But the movie does, to its advantage, take into consideration that the main character is having hallucinations and delusions. So it does a really good job of making you wonder, okay, is this real and reality, or is it just all in Ruben's head? And the answer is it's all in Ruben's head. So, Ruben Brandt Collector lives up to its name. So thank you so much, Sunspots. This was an absolute joy. I loved this. This was a fun time. I'm just rambling at this point, so I'll just let you all comment down below and we'll just go from there and talk more about it there. So in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, great start to November, and I'll be back next week with the next of our Patreon commissions. Bye.